Well, good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio on this historical night. Join myself, Foxchair, on the show as I one and only Billy Boy. How we doing, Billy?
Not bad, my big pal. How you doing yourself, Mucker?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I must admit, I don't get excited too often, you know what I mean? I'm quite calm and cool and that, but I've got the battle fever on big style, mate. This is a big game, mate. But I believe you've got the team, brother.
I have that, mate. I have that. It's Alan McGregor in goals, Tavernier, Golson, Bassey and Barisic in the back line. We've got Ryan Jack and Johnny Lundstrom, the two sitting midfielders, and a midfield three, I believe, of Joe Aribo, Aaron Ramsey, Ryan Kent, and big Kemar Roof up top. That's our team, mate.
All right, I think the main talking point, I think most people went for that sort of team, will be that Bassey's been prepared to Balogun at centre-back, and that means that Barisic is in, yes?
Right, mate, that's right. Aye, Bassey can slip in there. He's done well when he's come in and filled that role as a left-sided centre-back, mate. He's done well, the boy, when he's come in there. So let's hope he can continue on that tonight.
Here, mate. Here. Very attacking. Free behind Kemar Roof, mate.
Looks that way, mate, doesn't it? You've got Ryan Kent out on the left there, and you've got Joe Aribo out on the right. You know what he's like when he's wanting to cut in and hit the wee curlers, and he can put them in the top corner, no problem. Like, you know, and you've got Aaron Ramsey there just playing that number 10 role, mate, to open the door to big Roof, and even if Roof can manage to hold the ball up in certain areas of the park in the final third, it lets Ramsey run in behind, and it gets Joe Aribo and Kent to run in behind as well, because I think that's the way to play big Roof. You've got to get runners to the byline to get the ball in the box, and the big man will do the rest. That's the way I see it, Mucker.
I would argue that Kemar Roof's the best finisher at the club, Billy.
Definitely, mate. Definitely, mate. Yes, definitely.
He's a forward at the club. I'm saying he's the best finisher.
Yes, he's a more natural centre forward. So he is. You know what I mean? And he's prepared to miss chances as well. Like, you know, that's what I like about him. But 9 times out of 10, mate, anything in and around that 6-yard box, penalty spot area, a big man he'll stick it away. And what I like about him as well, Ox, is he goes into places. He goes in, and he'll not make the same run all the time. You know what I mean? He'll not just peel after the back post. He likes to get across defenders as well. And when you make runs across defenders, mate, that's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare for defenders. They don't like it. They don't know where to stick a twist. You know what I mean? Because excuse me, mate. Sometimes
he's always playing in the shoulder. He's looking to make space to just get half a yard to get a shot away. He's done that. We know the attributes he's got, but we'll miss Alfie for rumbling him up and playing. But you can only play with the cards you're dealt with, Biggie.
That's right, buddy. That's right. I mean, there's no point is all sitting greeting about Alfie now. What's done is done. The boy's injured, and let's hope he gets he heals quick and he gets a good pre-season under his belt. But as I said, it's not about Alfie. I'm sure he'll be sitting in the stands and he'll be willing the team on, like all the rest of the players that's not playing and out injured. But it's not about Alfie. It's about the team that plays tonight and who comes on the park.
All right, mate. If it's all right with you, we'll get these phone lines opened, yeah?
Yes, mate. Absolutely, buddy.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Oh, they're in quick tonight, William. We've been joined by Juicy. Evening, Juicy.
Good evening, guys. How you doing?
How you doing, Juicy?
Nervous, Juicy. Nervous.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting, isn't it? What an opportunity we got tonight. I just hope the front three can put in the performance we all know they're capable of, because Aribo, Kent, Roof, and also Ramsey, can play to their levels. We're going to cause them a lot of problems tonight. but we've got to play to the levels that we know they're capable of.
Yeah. Well, if we play, we win the game, and I think we win the tie. But you've got to play. This is this roller coaster. We've been up and down, and we need to be near the top of our levels more consistently, Jussie.
Yep. It's the inconsistency that has cost us dearly this season, unfortunately. And you don't always know what Rangers side is going to turn up when you sit down to watch them. So tonight, hopefully, it's that side that's turned up in the main in most European games this season. And as it's a European game tonight, hopefully it will just follow that status quo. But what an exciting game, guys. What an opportunity to get into a semi-final of a European tournament and into a next round where, again, potential 50-50 tie to make it to a final. Just absolutely amazing.
It's a big opportunity, Billy. Yeah. Big opportunity.
It's huge, buddy. It's huge. It's huge for the club, financially as well. But it's huge for the players. I mean, the players, the professional football players. These chances don't come along often, mate. Especially in a country like Scotland. You know what I mean? So these players need to go out there tonight and believe in their own ability. And say to themselves, well, listen, we won the night, we're into a European semi-final. They've never done that before, none of them, apart from Stevie Davis, Alan McGregor. I think that's only players in the pool for Manchester. Would I be right in saying that, Ox?
Check that out, because obviously Alan McGregor got injured, and I remember that. The boy, what was his name? Neil. Oh, what was his name? The boy,
Alexander.
Neil Alexander. I remember that obviously he was in goal for the final and the semi, and Alan had a great game against Werder Bremen. But when did he make the semi-final? The quarter-final? I'll check that out for you. But anyway, Juicy, how do you see it going? And then after that, Billy, give us the team again for people just joining us.
Well, just before we started there, Billy was just trying to calm me down because I was saying we have got to go all gun-ho, and he said we don't necessarily have to play it like that because we are, and he's right, only one goal down. So if we score early, absolutely fantastic, takes the nerves off a little bit, but if we're going to go through in 90 minutes, we've got to score at least twice. So doesn't really matter when they score the goals, does it? Just as long as they score them. But if we do start off slowly, guys, we shouldn't have to panic, too much. We have to play our way into the game, depending on how they set up against us. Then fine. We know that we can play at home in this tournament. So, despite what I said off air, patience is important here. We can't be too gun ho. But there may come a point in the match where we need to take it to them. But I think we've got the personnel that can do that. Hopefully.
Give us your team, Billy.
No bother, buddy. It's goalkeeper, Alan McGregor. Back four, Tavernier, Golson, Bassey and Barisic. Two midfield holders are Ryan Jack and Johnny Lundstrom. A midfield three of Joe Aribo, Aaron Ramsey and Ryan Kent. And one up top is Big Kemar Roof.
Okay. I think most people would have been attracted to that team, Juicy. Maybe not everybody. Some people might have wanted Sakala. There was talk about Davis starting. I don't think he's played enough football. And I'm a big fan of Stevie Davis. But most people have been attracted to that team, Juicy.
I'm like yourself, I'm a massive fan of Davis. I think he's been a fantastic servant for the club. And you know something? I wouldn't have been upset or bothered whether we'd started Lundstrom or Davis because I think they're all capable. I think it just depends on what you're going for. Some people say Davis moves the ball forward quicker than Lundstrom. That could have been an argument, to start him. But again, you can't really have a measuring stick of putting in a good performance against St Mirren. I'm just pleased Davis got minutes and did a good job. But we've got some good midfield players. We've not even mentioned Kamara either, who can come on. And I think Kamara's been a little bit unlucky in the last few Rangers matches because he's not got a lot of game time, but we know he's a very competent player. So we've got quality in the middle. As far as Sakala goes, he's definitely better on the right wing. I think the first game against Braga has proven that, hasn't it? That he's not as effective down the middle, but he's a competent winger. So again, I've got no fear about him coming on later if needed. But
talking about competent, Juicy. We couldn't find anybody, but Andy Felix has joined us. Evening, Andy.
Evening, guys.
Evening, Andy.
I think the team's more or less what we expected, right enough. I would personally myself would have gone with Davis, but we're 100% behind them. The colours on anyway, the orange hat suit, so hopefully we'll get a result tonight. Battle fever's on. A few bonkers but it's not Cameron doing anything. It's made me worse. But no, look, I think the first 20 minutes, get Lascelles in the game, hopefully score a first goal in 20 minutes and then take it for there. I think you need to play it in 20-minute sections here. Hopefully going in our favour, and then it could be an absolute fantastic night for us. Hope it will be. I'm not going to say nothing right enough. I think the only thing I'll say is I think we'll need 3 to get through. That's what I think.
Okay, mate. I get where you're coming from. I don't think you're alone in that thing. I think it could be an open game of football with goals in it, and you just hope it goes your way, Andy.
Mm-hmm. That's all I'm looking at. I mean, it's a strong enough team, right enough. I mean, look, like you said all week, they can't get up for this, and our captain come out and give it large about what he thinks about it. So let's see a performance from all 11, and it would just be the 11. It'll be you'll need to use some sort of bench here tonight. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, I've got you on the phone just last night when the people were on. Once again, a thanks to you for the support you gave us at the event.
Everybody did their bit, didn't they? It was great to hear him. It was fantastic. Great causes, and you know what really I was proud of last night was the delight in the three people's voices. How much they appreciated what you'd done for them. So great, absolutely fantastic to collect that in one night. That's a huge amount. That's what I love about this show. With the business, aren't we? Fantastic.
50, mate, 10,450. And another guy.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable, mate.
Joined us. Evening, Andrew.
Good evening, Ox. Good evening, everyone.
How we doing, mate?
Aye, brand new guys. I'm thinking about basically the lineup. I'm happy with the lineup, to be honest. But what my question was, when Braga were at Ibrox last time, I wanted to ask you, do you think that they'll play that? I know they've got a 1-0 lead. Do you think they'll protect that, or do you think they'll play that high line again?
I'll answer quickly and I'll go to Billy. I just don't think. I think they've got one player playing. It's the way they play. They're an attacking team, and I don't think they'll change. Billy?
Totally agree, mate. They want to come forward, that team. They want to get the ball. They want to get the ball out wide, and they move it quick. And they're no fear to go direct as well. So we'll need to be on our toes there. So to be honest with you, mate, I think they'll come at us. But if they do come at us, that leaves holes. Yeah. That leaves holes for us to exploit with the players we've got, mate.
That's the point I was getting to. That gives us the holes, like the balls over the top and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And but yeah, as you say, they're an attacking team. They're a team, as Ox said, that probably wouldn't change. But I didn't know. I wasn't too sure whether they would come and try and protect the line, but it sounds that with what I've heard from other people as well, that they're not going to come and play that way. They'll come and try and get that other goal, that second goal to try. Yeah.
Juicy, I'll go to Juicy with your question, Andy. Juicy, I don't think Portuguese teams play like that, do they?
Well, I think if you're the Braga team and manager tonight, your objective's got to be, we need to score a goal. Because if they score a goal, as you guys said, we're going to then need 3 on the night, and it makes it difficult for us. So I don't think going away from home and just trying to sit it out is not, you're right, it's not really how Portuguese teams tend to play. I think that's part of the reason why we have quite a good record against Portuguese sides, because of the fact that it's quite an open game, and that's suited the way we've played under several of our managers. And it's always led to pretty exciting games. You know, the 2-0 against Porto at home, good performances against Porto away, 2 unbelievable games against Benfica, Lisbon. They've all been fantastically open matches, haven't they? And that's because of how the Portuguese set up. And of course, the crazy game that we had against Braga. I do not want to be going 2 down before we turn up tonight. So we've got to score first. That's really, really imperative. But they're going to come at us, and they're probably going to have some chances with the way that our defence can be sometimes. But it's why, as I said at the beginning, our front 3 have really got to collectively turn up tonight. We can't just have one of them turning up. We need them all to be on it. We need Kent to be on his European best. We want him and Barisic and Tav as well, who wasn't great in the first day, pumping those balls in for him. And what a chance we'll have then, guys. But yeah, I think they'll come at us at various points, guys. I don't think they're going to sit in for 90 minutes.
Andy for Leeds.
I was just going to ask.
You're for Crookston.
Oh, right, I didn't know, Andy. I didn't know the other Andy.
Just for a
sorry, Andy.
No, you're all right.
To make it easier, Andy for Leeds, you just go London and like, okay.
Okay then, right. Confused you will be. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think they'll come at us. That's the style of play. This manager is also managed in Britain, and he'll be aware of how Rangers play after seeing them and also play them. So he'll know that. He'll not set his team back there. Rangers get a quick goal with a crowd behind him. He'll not want to do that. He'll want to go and get the first goal. Like I said, first 20 minutes, if we could sort of dominate it, control the ball, and hopefully score a goal in that, it could make for a very, very interesting night for us. And that's the way I'd like to see it pan out. But no, they'll not come and sit back. They don't play like that, do they, Portuguese teams?
No, talking about people who... Andy for Crookston, and you come?
What was just going to say, basically... Do you? I know this might sound a silly question. Do you think it's absolutely imperative that we get the first goal? But there's a couple of reasons behind that.
It would help, mate. I don't think it matters as long as we're winning the tie at the end of the 90 minutes, and then we'll see.
Aye, true.
I want us to get the first goal. In theory, it would make it easier for us, but it's a 90-minute game, mate. So, anyway, talking about people who always perform for 90 minutes, we've been joined by Jim Paisley.
90 minutes? Oh, God. Who's been talking?
How you doing, Jim? All right, Paul?
All right, mate. Nice to speak to you all again, guys. Hey, listen, I'm disregarding the team lineup, and I think... Yeah, we don't get it often right, but I think most of us have probably selected that starting 11 tonight.
Yes, I agree. Even Southside got it right, and that takes some doing.
Oh, did he? Well done to him. But the only thing I've got a problem with this. I'm not talking. It's not a problem, but the thing I keep thinking about is. Colin Bassey keeps getting sucked out to the left-hand side, right? He's did this in the past. He's been sucked out to the left-hand side to cover for Bassey, and it leaves us white spaces in the central defence. I don't think he's ever noticed that before, but maybe it's just me, but I don't know much about football. Obviously, you can tell. I was just thinking about it. We
don't bring you on here for your football, Jim. We bring you on for your comedy skill. I think Masty's got the team right. Andy Felix.
Oh, definitely. That's the only one I would have had. Because I thought Scouseboy would have been injured anyway, so I would have had Davis straight in there. But I see it, the fact that if he's fit, because like you say, if he does break down or it's that injury was a wee bit worse than what we thought, like, Davis is there to come on and just replace him right enough. So I see it. By the way, just before I go on, I don't think Linda will be too keen of you guys wanting me to be Linda with Alex. She must be sitting there going nuts.
I never said Linda, but you've been Linda.
I know, but you said, aye, all right, okay. I was just thinking that she'd be going, what? Don't forget she's seen me.
It was Tommy last night. You had us all laughing,
Oh, unbelievable. It was some show that last night. The other one the night before was even better. That was hot.
Aye, when it's hot, it's hot.
I love it.
Juicy, who's making the goals? Who's scoring the goals? Who's keeping them? Come on.
Oh, well, as I said earlier, we want that front three to show up. Let's get Kent and Aribo and Tab and Barisic getting those balls into the main man Roof up front. And hopefully, remember what we did in Dortmund. Lundstrom, Jack, with some long range efforts would be lovely, wouldn't it? Just keeping that ball. Keep it going from the outside. Rebo, like he did at the weekend. Those kind of goals. Please shoot a little bit more on sight, not in a panicked way, but in a controlled way. But it's so important that also players like Jack and Lundstrom can keep that ball recycled, keep it recycling. Keep those chances coming back in, keep feeding it back to the players. Ball retention is going to be so important tonight, guys, because if we can keep that ball, we can create the chances. And that starts from the defence.
Yes.
One thing I was worried about in the last game was how we were playing it out the back was a little bit nervy. And that was we were the masters of our own downfall in that first game because we were putting ourselves under pressure.
Yes. Billy, how important is discipline tonight? I mean, their centre-half, I think he should have been booked and arguably sent off for a couple of tackles. So if we can keep our discipline, get him, expose him, get Roof running down the sides of him, it's an important part of the game.
That's entirely right, mate. Discipline's a big factor for me in these big games because you can't get away with nothing in Europe. You maybe get away with it domestically, but you'll certainly not get away with it in Europe, mate. Listen, we've got the players there. The midfield three attacking midfielders and Roof. We've got the players to cause that team problems. And when I watched the game the last time, there was wee holes. I don't know if you've seen it yourself. There were wee holes in the backs of the two fullbacks, and they were getting soaked in, and that was drawing that centre half because he didn't know where to stick or twist, and he's not the quickest hawks. And we've got the players there. You've got Kent there. He'll roast the life out of him, and it happened the last time. But our discipline's got to be first and foremost. It's got to be 110%. Bang on, mate. And we've got to be controlled and composed on the ball, mate. That's a big factor for me. And take the chances when they come, because we will get chances, mate. We will get chances.
I think you're right. Mate. I've looked at the bet in the night, right? So I've got a couple of bets on next year, right? I've got both teams to score, right? 130.
Oh.
And all right. And I've also got Ryan Kent. I've got Kent to score at any time 5-1. I think Kent, if he gets through that middle, if he bursts through that middle, I think we're in there. Because he's had his chances. He's been unlucky recently in front of goal. Maybe the rank touch or he's not got but if he gets through the night, it's also like I also mentioned too. We'll look for Big Joe tonight to turn it on, right? We need him up there. I don't know if he's going to play wide in the right. I'm not convinced with that, right? I think he'll be playing round a bit behind Kent and Roof. I think that's Mary's position. But he's not a right winger to me. He didn't play. That's just my opinion. I'm just trying to say that's my opinion. But I think he'll be floating about behind Roof and Kent.
Can I come in there, Rox?
No.
I think that's a great bet, 5-1 for Kent.
Fantastic!
when I'm playing the high line, Boz there at the top, we know the quickest player we've got is Ryan Kent. So Boz at the top, he's going to be probably one of the first ones on it. So you could maybe get one or two through and goal with 1-on-1 in the keeper. You never know. So I think 5-1 is a great bet for.
I'll tell you what, their right back could give Ryan Kent 10 yards. Billy, he was rapid, wasn't he?
Yes, rapid. Yes, yes.
Andy,
yes,
your
rapid.
name's no Billy. Your name's Andy for Crookston. Yeah, Billy.
I mate, to quote the words of Big Stevie, he's like a cat in a hot tin roof, isn't he? That boy was rapid, mate. So that's maybe the reason when you think about it as well, how he's went for maybe Bassey and Barisic, and you're just, if he gets beyond, out in that right wide hand side of the Parcocks, if he gets beyond Barisic, if Barisic gets sucked in, then it lets Barisic come across there to cover with his pace. Plus, Lundstrom can just tuck in there and cover for Bassey's position if he gets dragged out there out onto that flank type thing. That's the way I see that. It's a clever team Gio has set up here, by the way. I think definitely, mate, because our options there, and there's 2 or 3 ways we can play within the players that's on the park. But that boy's rapid, mate. That boy's rapid, and we'll need to watch him. We'll need to watch him like a hawk.
Aye. But Kent's due a goal. Andy for Leeds, he's due a goal. Come on, his goal's only great this season, is it?
No, he needs to, like Juicy said there, I totally agree with him. If the top 3 really start playing, that takes the pressure hopefully off of a defence that can be dodgy at times. I think if Rangers could get that couple of goals, the defence will settle down a bit more, and hopefully the midfield takes command of it right enough. So that's a great point that Juicy made us thinking about that. But Kent, yeah, I know something not right about him, isn't there? I can't quite work out what's the matter with him at all. Like, cause I wouldn't say he's been outstanding in Europe as well.
I tell you what, when you do your hamstring as bad as he done it at the start of the season, and he should have never been playing, mate, in my opinion. It takes a while to get it. It takes a while to get out of it, mate. You know, for confidence.
Yeah. You know? Well, let's hopefully he puts one in the rigging tonight, and along with a couple of others, and we're all saying, well, go on and get this result. It's a marvellous standpoint, for a great achievement for the club if we can do that from where we've been right enough, in the since 2012, obviously, But like, we can do this. It's the way Tavernier talked last night. He said they're all up for it and all that. So don't let us down. Just get out there and do it. Man up. Get stuck in it. The bit that you said there about watch for with discipline. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But we've also got to be hard with them. So we'll get stuck into the tackle. Let them know that they're there, but keep the discipline, and hopefully we'll be okay.
I think it's going to be interesting tonight. Where Joe Aribo is actually going to be playing tonight. Mm-hmm. This is going to be interesting tonight. He's not going to be playing out. He's no danger he's playing out wide in the right or anything. He's going to be inside. Aye, inside. He's going to be inside. So you're expecting Tav to bomb forward then, or I'll take it.
If he can, and he goes forward, then Ramsey and Joe have got the licence to go and join in with Kemar Roof, yeah?
I hope you're right. That's the kind of things I've been thinking about tonight. Because I'm not worried about the lineup, because that's the best team you could have probably chosen this evening, right? It's going to be interesting next year. How we line up and how we start. The first 15 minutes are going to be really important to us. As long as Calvin Bassey doesn't get dragged out to the left on side, this is a problem for me, because he always seems to cover for Barisic when he's playing. Okay, we know Barisic hasn't been playing well this season. He's not like the hell on fire as such, but we'll look for a big game off him, We'll look for a big game off. Sorry.
That's a big call on the team, the left side of the defence, Juicy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big call, but I think we need Barisic for his offensive play. We saw the balls that he was putting in the other day, and we know that he's a better crosser of the ball than Bassey. we know that he's not had the best of times defensively this season, and we've not seen a lot of him for the reasons that we all know about. We also know this guy has absolutely turned up for us in a number of matches in the past, and I'm not trying to live off past glories there. I think, tonight, for the setup that we need, with no Alfredo, where we need balls to come into Roof, and his little tongue-in-cheek comment at the weekend saying it was nice to get some good service for a change, well, he was totally right, because we were giving it to him. It's really hard to assess Roof until you can actually get those balls to him. So that's why Barisic is there tonight.
Yeah, Juicy, I know what you mean. This is St Mirren night.
No, that's a difference. That's a difference.
No, you're right. You're right. It's not St Mirren, and there's no
saying that,
Jim.
It doesn't matter if you're playing. Jim, it doesn't matter if you're playing Real Madrid or St Mirren. If you don't put the ball in the right area, the centre forward can't score.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I agree with that. Actually, no danger. We're needing. Well, we know how Kamar Roof does for us, right? He needs the ball. He's not going to come looking for it. I'm fed up saying that. I've said it in the past 100 times. He's not going to come looking for the ball. We've got to find him, Actually, right? So you're relying. Well, I think Big Joe's got a big part to play, right? Big time, I think if he turns up an 8, by the way, if we turn him an 8, we win. Simple as that. If everybody plays to their potential, if we're good players, we're good football players turn up, we'll win the night. Bit of silence there, nobody agrees with that.
Really? Then you come.
Aye, mate, that's right. But we've got to get quality in the box. That's the key, quality. Right, see this whipping boys in. They're going to wear a cap and come out for a throw in. They're not getting past the first man. We've got to get quality, and that's got to come from Kent. And when Barisic goes forward, it's got to come from him. He's got to make sure he's got to whip boys in between the goalkeeper and the 18-yard box, and on the right-hand side of the park, it's got to happen the same if Tav is bombing on. You know what I mean? It's got to be quality boys into the box, and give Roof something. Give the boy a chance to go for something. You know what I mean? Give him a chance to hit him with the ball. Hit the big man with the ball in the box. That's all we need to do. But it's got to be quality. It's got to be quality.
I agree with that.
Or bizarre as it is, Andy Felix, you need to be lucky.
Oh, well, every game you need a wee bit of luck, and tonight we're probably going to need a bit of that, along with our passion, along with our strength and manning up, and the chances that fall our way. Make sure we take them, or get them at least on target, and then anything can happen. Like Jim said there, right enough. There's no point Roof running away back there. Leave him up there like a Boyd type, like Boyd used to. Leave him up there. Find him. He'll score.
Another thing, Ox, we need what we need to do as well, mate. I think one of the boys said it maybe 20 minutes or something ago. We need to see what's not happening out wide or whatnot. Get the ball back inside and hear a shot. Rattle it. You know what I mean? It maybe fly into Rose Head. It maybe have somebody in the box. It maybe fly right into the top corner. If you don't shoot, you don't score, and that's one of the most. It's one of the most aggravating things that gets me with the Rangers sometimes. But we don't shoot enough. Now we've got Joe Rebo there, got in his locker to score for the edge of the box that can shoot and score. Right? You've got Roof can do it on the 18-yard box. You've got Ramsey that can shoot and score. Right? You've got Ryan Kent that can come in and he's obviously good at the latter, but he's good when he's going in there pulling fouls and whatnot. But he a shot, anything can happen. You know what I mean? We've got shooting as well.
If you don't shoot, you don't score. Aye, simple as that. Right, okay. How's the game going for you tonight, Andy? How's it going to pan out? Andy for Leeds and then Andy for Crookston.
I'm fancying 3-1, mate. I put a line on it as well, so hopefully it comes in. I think it was 18-1. It was I was a bit pissed at the time when I put it on. I didn't have my bins with me as well, so I think it's 18-1. I put it on myself. My son-in-law didn't do it. Put it that way. So if it comes in, again, like I said to you before, it'll be 2 or 3 bottles of vodka out of it. Like, so hopefully, I'm not really bothered about the bit, to be honest. As long as we get through, that's all that matters. And we're all going to have a great night after it, aren't we?
I hope so, mate. And how's it panning out for you, Andy, for Crooks?
For me, Ox, I'm going 2-0, leading 1-0 at half time, and then getting a goal midway through the second half, hopefully.
I thought he was going to say leading 1-0, then get the second one. Okay, I'll take that. I think it's going to be exciting, Jim for Paisley. I think it could be nervy. And
it's going to be. It's good here, Oxford. It's going to be nervy, but just listen. I don't care my bet side because I'm watching the Jersey night. Right? I don't even care the lines up or down. As long as we get through the night, that's the most important thing to me, Oxford. I don't really care what the score is. Whether it be 2-0 to us. We've got to win 2-0 anyway, get through the tie, haven't we? I don't like to go this extra time, carry on. We've got a semi-final on Sunday to play, you know, so keep it tight at the back. As long as it's tight at the back and our football players play football, you know, rely on Big Joe, Ryan Kent, and then hope Aaron Ramsey might turn up tonight for a change, you know. Just the people we expect to play well, I hope they do play well.
All right.
Just one more thing, Ox. I would say that we need to do. We've seen with the first leg and especially last year as well. They're a team that takes loads of shots outside the box, so we'll need to be wary. And you know, if one's eyeing up, we need to get out to him as quick as possible.
Aye, well, we need to be on my toes. Aye, you're right.
Definitely.
Aye, right. Right, okay. How's it going to pan out for you, Juicy?
Well, I'd like to see a not too stressful 3-1, but as you said, a European tie of this nature is not going to be without a few stresses. But look, we're more than capable, guys. Let's get through, and it's going to be Red Bull Leipzig for the winners in the next round. So let's take it to them.
Is that swimming through? I've not looked at that. Did they not?
Yeah, 2-0 in Atalanta. Yeah, Leipzig are through.
Okay, all right. So a Portuguese team in the quarterfinals, a German team in the semi-final. And then a Barcelona involved in the final. Is it written in the stars, Billy?
Mate, I've been dreaming after the Dortmund game there in Dortmund. I'm not joking, he's right, but I've been saying to myself, well, what do we do? Do I go for it here? And I've been watching the betting and I like a wee gamble and that, and I'm saying to myself, no, I'm not betting the Rangers because I'm not wanting to jinx it. I mean, I'll just keep the week. The Rangers are playing in Europe, mate. I'm not joking. Do the exact same things, mate. Aye, no, I think, listen, I've got a right good feeling about this, so I have a right good feeling, mate, so I have.
Yeah, I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. How important, Juicy, is the crowd tonight?
Oh, it's crucial. I mean, I was there for the Red Star game, as you know, and the crowd were absolutely sensational. And we just need to stay with them because we may have to wait, be patient. And I don't want people getting too nervy and quiet. Keep the songs going. Keep the volume up. And don't forget, we've got quality professional referees. We've got our friend Mr. VAR, VR the people, and let's hope that makes the key decisions correct tonight. Because there won't be any grumbles. The decisions will be correct as long as the referee looks at the screen for long enough to make the right call. The only time we've been screwed over by VAR. The rest of the times he's got it right. So you need the crowd. You want the refereeing to be of a good level. And all those things together, Rangers going through, baby.
I really don't know you that well, Juicy, right. You know what I mean? On you go, Andy.
I'm going to love these guys. Come on the Jersey and let's make it the semi-final.
Here, mate. Speak to you soon, mate.
So, yeah, Right, speak to you soon, guys. Speak to you after the game. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Cheers.
I've got to say, I'm Andy Phillips, the stomach is now churning at maximum, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I come out, like I said, I come out my work at about 2 o'clock or something around about that, and I got in the spray and I hit the vodka straight away. I feel like somebody's hitting me with a sledgehammer. And I'm usually a wee bit merry, like, but it's not touch me kind of thing. Like, so I'm really am. I don't get like this, like when I was younger, like, you know, maybe right enough, but I usually take it in my stride now. But this is really a big one. I could tell in your voice anyway, because you're usually calm as well. So
I'm usually calm, mate. I've been like a cat in a hot tin.
I could tell when you was talking tonight. Like I thought, oh, Oxy's got the battle fever as well here tonight.
I'm usually reasonably calm, no. But as I said, we don't play in many European semi-finals. But there's quarter-finals. I think it's about 8 in my whole history, Billy. You know, so this is a chance to get a semi-final, and you never know.
That's right, mate. It's a huge opportunity for these football players playing the Great Glasgow Rangers, so it is, mate. Huge for them. And they can either go out and grasp it, or they can just let it go, because there's no many of them will get another chance like this again. In fact, you know what I mean? So I don't think they'll go to another club and get this opportunity.
We're going to help you as well, Baba. Definitely it will. Don't be...
You're all shit. You're all.
We should have listened that one. That could have been comedy gold.
You're all shit. I'm the same as you. It didn't bother me. I wasn't thinking about it as much until about 5 p.m. at night. I've watched my young sister's dog for a week, right? She'll be doing south to win. But anyway, so I took the dog out at 5 o'clock. See, when I come back in at 5 o'clock, and I started thinking about it, I said, I was saying, the dog doesn't understand English, obviously, right? And I said to him, we've got a football game to watch tonight. He's looking at me, no, you know what dogs are like, you know. And they started hitting me now.
but see, when you say walkies, does it go?
No, it sits at the door waiting for me, you know. It just looks at me, you know. So anyway, anyway, that's what I'm trying to say there. So 5 o'clock, he's back at 5 of that. Yeah, by the way, I'm starting to get nervous now. What am I thinking about?
Yeah. Right, listen, last word tonight for Billy.
Oh, mate, I was calm when I came on the show tonight, mate, and I'm a bag of nerves now, mate, so I'm going through the living room to watch the game and calm down for let's hope it's 90 minutes, mate, but come on the Rangers tonight, man. We're always, and listen, I'm buzzing, mate. I'm really buzzing now, and we're going to do this. We're going to do it, mate. Damn the Rangers.
Cheers, Billy. Listen, can I thank the two Andys, Jim for Paisley, and of course the one and only Juicy Bear. And now Billy for doing the show, Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after a result is earned. Please celebrate the Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.